fighting out of the most wanted blue corner. He stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall, coming in at 169.5 pounds. This fighter has 9 victories, hailing all the way from Englewood, Colorado, fighting out of Factory X Muay Thai, Austin Osmosis Jones. And his opponent, fighting out of the U.S. Auto Brokers red corner this evening, standing at 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 169. This fighter has 18 victories. He is a Bellator and Strikeforce veteran, hailing from Lawrence, Kansas, fighting out of Omni Academy MMA, Zak Crash Bucia.
All right, everybody, here we go. Main event of the night, Bucia, Jones. Man, it is time to bang.
This will be a fun one. I cannot wait, Drew. I cannot wait.
Alongside with me again, everybody, is Adam Sello, formerly of the UFC. No stranger to these types of situations. Fill each other out, go in headstrong. What are you thinking, Adam?
Just looking how they're starting, looks like Zak's trying to close that distance. Maybe he wants to get on there and do a little cage wrestling. You know, I've never gotten to train with Zak, but I've heard he's very, very strong. I've heard he's a great grappler. But Jones coming out of that Factory X, I know they're well-rounded everywhere.
Ooh.
High kick out of Zak,
Yeah.
lands on the arms.
Well,
Takedown out of Jones.
There it is right there, and a nice little
and,
takedown.
Yep, and you see him lace those legs. This is not where Zak wants. He does that cross grab on that hand, trying to eliminate that base he has.
We're just 50 seconds into the main event of the evening.
So what he's doing here is with his right hand, he's grabbing Zak's right hand, and he's able to throw a couple shots. And now Zak does a good job of grabbing wrist control, getting his hands free. Now Zak's going to work to either go for he's going to want to get his guard back, I think, right away.
Oh, a little McGregor shoulder right there from Jones down there while he's trying to get in the guard. It's a little over the top, back shot. Who's in control to you, Adam, right here?
Right here, Jones is in control. I mean, Zak's got him locked up in a half guard, but there's really nothing Zak can do because Jones has that position and that pressure that's keeping him just pinned down, not letting his hips do any of the work.
And I think Jones is doing a pretty good job of also working in some headshots while he's on top of there as well.
Yeah, now Zak got his guard back. That's good for Zak. Now he's able to work off a little, maybe a little offense off the top, off his back.
Those body shots have really opened him up to where he wants to be right now. And we're seeing a little bit more of the same of what we saw maybe in the first fight, just maybe a little bit of better action between the two on the ground.
Yeah, what I'd like to see here is Zak, I don't want to say shoot for submissions, but he's going to have to try to work to get back to his feet.
Well, and perhaps some of that football experience coming in, offensive lineman, having to use the thighs, the legs all the time.
Yeah, you know that Jones is heavy. You know he's strong. He's got to be strong. And you know he's got really good pressure, so.
He's certainly taking it to him right now, a couple and a half minutes into this fight. And it looks to me that I agree with Adam over here. He is certainly in control. A little less than 2:20 remaining in this first round of our main event of the night. We are live on pay-per-view in Kansas City, Missouri, ladies and gentlemen. Inside here, but a lot of slippage, a lot of sliding going around right now. Really difficult trying to seemingly find his spot where he wants it.
You can see Zak's trying to set up an opening for that triangle, get that leg through. Right here, Jones does a great job of passing that half guard again.
Well, one thing is for sure, they're not going to leave any inch of this place untouched, it looks like. They are all over that cage mat, my man.
Well, yeah, that just tells you Zak. So Zak's scrambling, trying to get out, trying to create an opening, trying to do something. And Jones is doing a great job of keeping that pressure on him, smashing him down, and trying to control.
At what point do you think maybe try and stand up, or do you like staying on the ground here?
Well, right here, as far as Jones goes, he's winning the fight. He's doing a good job. So he landed a little short elbow. But see, Bucia is getting up to his feet now, going for a single leg of his own.
There it is. And it proved to be semi-successful, it looks like. Regardless, he's not on the ground anymore, expending all that energy and losing the fight. Now he can come up and score on his own.
Yeah, so you see Zach get to his feet, and he's trying to get his own takedown now. He wants to get on top so he can land some of his ground and pound. Nice job out of Osmosis Jones.
Boy.
Had that Kimura lock. You have to either roll with it or you're going to break your arm.
Well, and that was, pardon me, but for lack of better vision maybe, I mean, that was a suplex, my man. Suplex City. Just.
Zach's throwing up that triangle. Jones has no problem shrugging it off.
Yeah, and then we can see it right here. Perfect vantage point. There is certainly a cut over the left eye of Bucia right now. That is very, very evident. So obviously what Jones is doing is working, but it looks like he's trying to go for a triangle there for Bucia, but he couldn't quite capitalize on it. And that is going to be the end of round number 1 in our main event card, our main event fight on the card this evening.
Yeah, I have to give that first round, obviously, to Jones. I think it was pretty one-sided. Although Zach was very, very busy on his back, trying to get up, and he was staying active and trying to stay in the fight. Jones just had too much. His pressure was just too good.
Are we going to see more of the same, you think, in the second round?
I would not be surprised if Jones goes in for a takedown right away. But Zach wants to get that takedown, so he may go in there first.
I would venture to guess they spend at least 4 minutes and 20-some-odd seconds of that first round on the ground. We talked about expending energy earlier out of both guys. Right now, one got their hands on their hips, and that's Jones. The other guy, Bucia, looks like he's still ready to go.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Zach's always in shape. Ever since I've seen him fight, he's been always in shape.
I just want to know what that guy's doing for cardio. I need to incorporate it into my own daily life. Jeez.
He's on Peloton.
Yeah, here we go. Round number 2. It's in the works. We're about 20 seconds in right now.
Yeah, Bucia is doing a good job of putting that pressure on.
Nice little left right there from Bucia. Going in straight. Do you think Bucia wants to be on the ground anymore with him at all, period?
I think Zach wants to be on the ground, but he wants to be on top.
Yeah, he goes inside with another left again. That one certainly made its mark. The difference with boxing and MMA, boxing you lead with the left, you can only do so much with the right. MMA, you go leading with that left, you're setting up a number of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice fit in right there. Zach's got to get takedown defense right here, and he just gets taken right back down.
Yep.
4 minutes left. Tough spot for Zach.
He's definitely got what he wants, apparently, against the cage. I mean, common fans looking at this, what's the goal for Jones here, Adam?
What Joe wants to do is Jones wants to pull Zach off the cage, get him flat to the mat. Then he wants to start establishing a position to land some dominant ground and pound. I don't think you're going to submit Zak Bucia.
Like we did state earlier, has successfully given Bucia some damage over his left eye, but it looks like his cut man certainly did his job, at least for the moment. You would think maybe that would be a little bit more target practice there for Jones. Doesn't look like he's done a whole lot with that.
Zach throws up for an armbar, but it looks like Jones's elbow is already past his cup.
We saw Jones landing a couple of good shots there, but again, as we made mention of, these guys are legitimately wrestling around this entire area. And I feel like we're seeing a little bit of everything on the ground, Adam.
Yeah, we are. We're seeing submission attempts. We're seeing some ground and pound. We're not seeing anything that's really damaging, so it turns into kind of a point fight. But these guys are higher level, so obviously you're not going to see just somebody give up an armbar, somebody give up a guillotine, nothing like that.
You know, to me, though, I think a lot of MMA fighters enjoy this type of chess match.
Oh, yeah. If you're in the sport, you definitely enjoy it. You know what's going on. A lot of casual fans would rather see just, posture up and just start throwing some leather. What I like to see Zak do here is get back to his feet. He's kind of going around the entire cage again, which is wasting a lot of energy. He's setting up an armbar. He's throwing up for armbars, things like that. I don't think it's going to win in the round, but he is being more offensive than Jones is. So, but there again, it just depends on how they look at it.
Okay, so, but how much energy, though, is Jones expending? Because you could almost say, because you said he's, sliding around, kind of guiding Jones on the mat a little bit there. I mean, at what point is Jones actually just chasing?
Yeah, Jones is not really expanding a lot of energy. He's staying heavy with that pressure, but he's not really doing a whole lot. We see him start throwing a couple punches here. I'd like to see him try to pass that guard, step over like he just did right there, and look for a big shot. I mean, you got to take a big risk to get a big reward.
There you go. Well, a couple of elbows there, though. By Bucia make their mark, and now he's got a couple of punches in there that land as well. Jones staying on top, though, looks to still be firm in it, but this round is nearly over. We're down to 40 seconds.
Zak's got a tight armbar right here.
There it is.
No, that is a tight armbar. You can see how deep his shoulder's in. The problem is Zak's not in a great position to actually extend it.
Well,
but it is deep in there.
We're down to 20 seconds here.
Yeah, what Jones needs to do right here is just sit there. Don't try to do too much, just sit there.
That way you don't put yourself in a deeper predicament.
Yeah, you're already in a bad situation at this point.
Because technically Zak could probably roll him, right? And
not with that cage
bring it
there.
to him.
Yeah, see how that cage is there? If he rolls up, he's just going to end up bouncing off the cage and going right back where he was.
Be pretty difficult to bring him this way towards us.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
Roll.
Not on that way.
Well, at this point.
Well, Zak needs a finish. Yeah, no, Zak needs a finish right now to get this win.
Nope. Here we go. We're going to go a third round.
Third and final round of this fight.
And it's going to have 5 minutes to decide who the winner is. I would venture to guess you've got Jones up 2-0.
Yes. Jones is winning 2-0. Zak had an armbar sunk in there, but I think it was a little too late.
At this point, do you think Zak maybe needs to stand up with Jones the best that he can to try and put him down?
I think Zak's going to need to try to get in and get a takedown of his own, be heavy on top, and then go for a finish that way.
Well, at this point, it looks like it may be Jones's fight to lose.
It absolutely is.
Straight in goes Bucia, but
nice
Jones
leg
really,
kicks right there.
I'm telling you, though, he's got a little bit of a chin on him. Every time Bucia has been able to land something, he just is able to keep coming right after him, Adam.
Oh, yeah, no, he's done a good job of absorbing a couple shots. Nothing was too dangerous, too damaging. But Zak came out with a couple good leg kicks right there, and Jones got right in. Right here is where Jones wants his fight, man. He wants to keep that distance, get that takedown. Take him down, make Zak fight to get up. Zak's doing a good job of defending. But as you see, Jones just locked his hands. That's not good for Zak.
Yeah, and he's not interested in letting go anytime soon, that's for sure. Now he's trying to go for a rear naked. Unable to pull it off, though. Good job of Bucia able to turn that thing around.
Yeah, now Bucia's in a bad spot, though. This is where he's been the whole fight. He needs to get up. And it's hard to do when you got a guy with that kind of pressure, that kind of – you know he's strong. I mean, like, you can look at him and see he's physically strong, but to be a college football player. You said he played arena ball too?
Well, that was Josh Bush. He
Okay.
played at UNL, though.
Yeah. So
no punk over there.
yeah, so either way, they're an elite athlete. You know he's strong. He's doing a good job of trying to lace those legs. Zak's trying to stand up, risking giving his back up.
And you got to think, football player, I know a lot of people make a mockery of it, and I've known some MMA guys who have, but, let's be honest. It's the same type of physicality.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're used to that, there could be some advantages in there. And, who knows if age is maybe playing a thing here with Bucia today, but
I don't think it's an age thing. I think the issue is just Jones has got the good pressure. The style's not really exactly exciting,
right.
But he's got great pressure. He's staying busy. He's doing what he needs to do to win. I mean, it's a tricky fight. You can't expect everybody to go out there and just risk it every time.
And we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the third and final round of our main event of this pay-per-view for Apex FC number 2. Trying to get a little bit of work there, but unable to do so. And it looks like maybe Jones maybe figuring out a way to just kind of ride it, sew this bad boy up. And with just a shade over 2 minutes to go in this fight, it looks like it's going to be able to him who's able to come away with the purse tonight, or at least the winner's purse. And they try to get inside. Bucia did connect there with a left.
Zak's being busy, but the problem is nothing's landing with significant power. And right here, I say the elbows should start coming if you're in Jones's. If you're in Jones's corner, you start yelling for those elbows. Keep it busy, keep it busy. Zak with a good job. Oh, one last ditch effort trying to get up right there.
Well, Jones is just so good with his counters down there.
There's that armbar again. He's in a much better position.
There we go. He's going.
Much better spot for Zak Bucia.
He tried to roll him.
He's rolling him.
There.
He's going again. He's rolling.
Did he bait him into this? Maybe.
He's got the arm. This is amazing. If Zak
gets it. He could close it out. He's rolling him all over the place right now. And wow.
Wow.
He's trying to go for it again.
What a transition right there with a minute left. Wow.
Unbelievable. You got to give Jones some credit right there. It looked like it could have been over.
That was impressive on both counts. I really like how Zak had the arm transition. That was a beautiful transition for Zak. I think great strength and just defense for Jones there.
Trying to connect with some elbows there again. Jones clearly maybe learned his lesson there about putting himself in a certain position, wanting to close this thing out. He's got 30 seconds to survive this one.
30 seconds, Zak. 30 seconds. Go.
Yeah, Zak's got to throw a Hail Mary pass right here.
Well, I mean, that's about all you can do. But at this juncture, it looks like whatever happens may be too little, too late.
Yeah, I think we're in that situation where
he's trying to go for it again. He was almost able to get him. Jones is clearly a little bit tired, but 10 seconds left in this one.
Yeah, this one's in the books.
It looks like it's going to be Jones taking a clear-cut victory in the main event here tonight at Apex FC number 2, Kansas City, Missouri, live on pay-per-view.
Dominant performance by Jones. By Austin Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis. I liked that movie when I was a kid. Remember that? Chris Rock?
It was
Osmosis
a good movie,
Jones? That was a good one. Of course, I don't think I was exactly a kid. I was
I
probably
think
a
you're
teenager.
probably 30.
Shoot. I don't look that damn old, do I?
No, you don't.
Oh.
Zak Bucia, though, came out, gave it an effort, just could not get rid of that pressure from Jones.
We're going to wrap it up with some closing thoughts here momentarily. But first, obviously, we're going to figure out how the judges are seeing this one. Adam Sella over here next to me, the other voice, former UFC fighter, says he believes it is a clear-cut 3-0 win for one Austin Osmosis Jones. Well, crowd is standing in anticipation. It's one of those, you know, we hung out this long. I'm going to stand and wait, but then I'm going to immediately vacate the
And
premises.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Our judges scored the fight 29-28, 30-27, 30-27. Our winner by unanimous decision, blue corner, Austin Osmosis Jones.
Osmosis Jones takes home the winner purse